Hey everyone, John Henry here from School of Trade, and today we're going to be taking a look at a wave short on crude oil. Let me get my stops and targets all in place here. 44, we'll go that to 32. There we go. And so the reason why I'm really liking how this trade looks, we pushed up to these highs, we made this fake break high here. And the reason I say fake break high is because as soon as we made that high, we immediately tanked straight back down. And typically, if you're going to make a new high, there's going to be some staying power, right? You're not just going to kind of flirt around and then all of a sudden fall off. You're going to stay up there for a little while and then go higher again and then go higher again. In this case, we made that high, immediately dropped off. That formed a 1, 2, 3, but the problem is that 1, 2, 3 that came down and it bounced off of the cloud of the BMTs here is as well as the daily open at 99.62. So not really a good place to go short. We also didn't have a cross down yet. It just didn't look like a good reversal yet. Now we actually had a drop lower, 345 down. We had a cross below. We moved back under the open. We moved underneath the BMTs. We've got a lot of stuff that's now out of the way, and we pretty much have a clear line of a line of sailing that we can just drop farther down from here. So we're filled short here. 4 contracts at 99.53. Our stop is at 62. So we're looking at it's about a 9-tick stop. Yeah, 9-tick stop from our entry there. Looking to the downside. First target, 3 contracts are going to get taken off at 99.44. So from our entry to that target, we're going to take 3 contracts off at 9 ticks, and then looking for the final target down here at 99.32, just ahead of that projection low there. If we can drop down and fill that target as well, then we'll be looking at a 21-tick final move there. Let's show the trade on there so we can see where we entered in. So overall, this trade just looks really, really good, and we're already seeing that bearish pressure. We weren't even negative on this position, I don't think, at all, which is a good thing to definitely be sitting in. So if we do get all of these filled here, we'll be looking at 9 contracts, 9 ticks with 3 contracts off there, so 9 times 3 plus another 21 gives us $480 on the trade if we can get that part filled. So once we get down here and we dig into that 99.44, we're going to move our stop to break even, and we'll see if we can kind of trail our way down here. The area of concern right now that we need to get to is this 99.40, the swing low that we formed on this 4 low. Once we hit that low, we need to break through it. If we double bottom there, we may have to get out early. We'll already have our first target off and our stop to break even, so we won't lose anything if we try to hold it, but it's usually not a good thing when you see us double bottom at a swing low like that, especially after this drop down. That's not what we want to see. It's kind of like up here at these highs. We want to see continuation. I don't want to see it go up and then immediately fail down. I want to see it, go up, kind of stay there for a little while and then go up again. Same with down here. When we come down, I don't want it to go down and immediately reverse higher. I want it to keep going down. And if that's what happens, then we'll be looking at our final target here at 32s. But just kind of sitting on right now. We're short. Hopefully this trade won't take too long. The first target's not too far away, but we've had quite a bit of action today. The markets have been just kind of all over the place. We've been sideways, which isn't a big surprise. Yesterday on crude oil was just a huge down day. So it's not surprising really to see us kind of fluctuate around a little bit and go a little bit sideways, a little kind of churny here today in the markets. But so far so good. So sitting in the trade right now, short at 99.53. First target at 44, 9 ticks away. Well, actually, it's about 5 ticks away now. So we'll be back in a little bit, and we'll see if we can get that first target filled, and if we can get that push through that low at 99.40 to get that final target at 32. All right, pushing in. There we go. Perfect. We got that first target filled there, 99.44. Let's move our stop to break even here. And now we're in that kind of pivotal area here, 99.40. We need to break through that low in order for us to really start liking this 99.32. If we can break that low, chances are, didn't want to pick that up, chances are we'll be able to fall down and hit that target. But if we get stuck here at 99.40, we may have to get out of the trade. Okay, so we're starting to break through it. Perfect. That's what I wanted to see. So let's see if the sellers have what it takes to get down to that 99.32. That'll be the final target here. Getting a little bit of kind of oomph from the, there we go, from the sellers, just like I was saying. Perfect. So we got all the targets filled on that downside. Relatively quick move. Didn't have to pause too long in between there while we were waiting for that. There was a little bit of fluctuation, as we can see, just designated by that wick right there. We did bounce a little bit higher. We were never negative on the position, not once. So we literally took no heat on it. As soon as we were filled short, it just basically stayed in profitability and dropped down, hit that first target for us nice and easy, and then dropped pretty quick right into that second target. So just a gorgeous little trade there. So Overall, I can't really ask for much more than that. We're sitting on $480 on the trade, 3 off at 9 ticks, 1 off at the final runner at 21 there. If you've got more bullets in the gun, you can look to trail this down, but because we've been so sideways and rotational, it wouldn't be a surprise to see this reverse right back and go back up to the highs again. Then again, we do have a little bit of a way to fall before we hit the low at 99.09, so we might fall a little bit further down, then cycle back upward, but I would just be kind of careful on trailers on this type of day. So that's going to be the trade for today. If you have any questions about it, feel free to send an email to School of Trade. And don't forget to check out our trial at schooloftrade.com. And as always, we'll catch you next time.